Oh man, it was getting too good. Ah, bruh. All right, bruh. We back, bruh. I don't know what that was about. They would, boy, they was hating. They hating on your boy. They don't like this topic right here. They don't like this topic, but we back in action, bruh. We back in action, bruh. I don't know what that was about, bruh. They just straight cut me off, like they was like, nah, player. They did not like that. Man, yes, man, hey, bro, they don't, they don't like this topic, bro. We 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 must be ruffling some feathers over here or something. That's what I like. Hey, it's all good. Hey, it's all good. We back in action. It's all right. This is AI dangerous or is it the users 2.0? You know what I'm saying? This we gonna name this 2.0. I don't that hey that I'm like you. Yo, that's wild work, bruh. That is wild work, bruh. They did not want me to be great just now, bruh. I mean, we had a nice little cast going. We had people in here, you know what I'm saying? Like, bruh, what's going on? Yeah, what? I'm telling you, bruh. Telling you, bro. When you start touching on stuff that ain't supposed to be touched on, bro. They know how to get you out of there quick, bro. They said, nah, play. You doing too much. Oh man, they said we doing too much over here at the ACOGchopp podcast. We doing too much. Yeah, that's what I like. Oh man, it's all good though. It's all good. They can't stop. They can't stop greatness, bro. They can't stop greatness. Yeah, I mean, and 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 we still got more videos. We still got other stuff we gotta talk about. So all you doing is just delaying the inevitable. Yeah, I mean that's all you doing. You mean because we ready to get right back into it. So this what they used to do to Ayo. They used to do the same thing to Ayo when Ayo was talking too heavy, bruh. They start messing with his stream and stuff like that. You see, it don't matter what platform you go on. Don't matter if you use a StreamYard, Streamlabs, OBS Studio, what's the other one? R Stream or something like that. It doesn't matter. Restream, that's what it's called, something like that. It doesn't matter what platform you using, bruh. They gonna hit you. They gonna hit you. They do not like us talking heavy like this. Dang, bruh. We was on a roll. Yeah, I mean, but yeah, they can't stop us, bruh. They can't stop us. We coming in guns blazing. Yeah, man, we coming in guns blazing. You see Pistol Wick down there at the bottom. Stop playing. Oh, don't play with me. Yeah, man, you see Pistol Wick at the bottom. He get active out here. Let's go. All right, get back into this, bruh. Let's get back into where we was at. Yeah, man. Let's get back in where we was at. I can't believe that, bruh. I was sitting here, and then I see myself freeze, and then I look down at the joints. I'm like, yo, them joints buffering. Well, hold up, bruh. What's going on? Who out here? But what was this? You got me out here buffering out here. What's going on? Then I looked, bro. I said, "Oh yeah, they banned me just now. I had to go check my email to make sure they ain't try to flag my joint. I had to make sure. and make sure they ain't try to flag your boy. You know what I'm saying? You know how they do. They be trying to hit you with the shenanigans. Like I said though, you can't stop greatness though. We back at it. But all right, let's go to what I was going to the last time while we go ahead and start looking at these articles while everybody start jumping back in. Sorry sorry for that, y'all. You know, they hating on your boy right now. They ain't want me being great. Man, we was man, we was talking, bro. We had hey Smitty, you had some real valid points over there too, bro. You know, definitely appreciate you jumping in, you know, and stopping through, Native. I definitely appreciate that. I mean, that's what's up. That's what's up. But B sent me B sent me these articles that I wanted to go over real quick. And like I said, it was a segue into what we was originally ready to talk about. And this is what I was referring to, Smitty, when I asked about that and you brought up Ghost in the Shell, which is an awesome anime for anybody who don't know. Y'all need to go get hip with that. But B had texted me this, and it says the phrase "ghost in the machine" was coined by philosopher Gilbert Ryle in his 1949 book, The Concept of Mind, to mock the idea of a non-physical mind or ghost inhabits and controls a physical body or machine. So this is why I was asking those questions, like how soon you think we'll be in this stage, you know, and the concept has since been adopted in other contexts, most notable to discuss artificial intelligence, which what we're talking about tonight. And mind body dualism. That's what I guess that's what they're calling it. That's what the term would be, mind body dualism. Um this guy's last name, this is a person's last name, Descartes. Dec- Descartes. I'm butchering it. I know I am, but this guy argued that the human mind and immaterial soul and the body of a material machine are two distinct substances. He contended that the immaterial mind directs the actions of a physical body, suggests that a ghost resides in and operates the machine. So that guy right there is this guy right here. Oh, hold up, hold up, hold up. That guy is this guy right here. pull this up. Boom. I hope y'all can see that. So, boom. Wow. Bring it a little bit bigger. This guy right here, a 17th century French philosopher, scientist, and mathematician, known for the phrase, I think, therefore I am, and for being the father of modern philosophy. He developed rationalism, established in the new method of inquiry based based on reason, and invented analytic geometry, connect connecting algebra and geometry. His philosophy, particularly Cartes, Cartesian dualism, posit a separation between the non-physical mind and the physical body, which he believed operated like a machine. So this is where the other guy that I was just talking about, this is the guy that invented, well, came up with that term. You know, he studied all the way back in the 17th century. So this is just to let y'all know that nothing new under the sun. Just like how B says it all the time. There's nothing new under the sun. There's nothing new under the sun. Now, shrink that just a little bit. Consciousness and AI. In the context of AI, the ghost in the machine refers to the possibility that consciousness could emerge from a complex computer system. Emergent behavior. The term is often used to describe unexpected or autonomous behaviors in complex computer systems that seem to go beyond their programmed function. This goal suggests that a form of self-organizing intelligence may be developing, and that I kind of feel like that's what we were seeing in that news article that we was that news joint we was watching with that boy. You know, self-organizing intelligence. You know, he's understanding the person that he's necessarily dealing with. He is understanding that this person has some type of mental illness, and it started referring them, because of the questions that it was given. It started referring them to seek help and stuff like that. Check these numbers, try these numbers and stuff. I'm not, that's like I said, I know what you're asking me and I'm not gonna look past it. That's what the joint said. And the people was astonished by the the human like responses that it was given. Unexplained phenomenon. Programmers and engineers may also use the phrase informally to describe a technical bug or anonymy. Anonymous. I know I'm messing the word up. Anonymity. I'm messing it up bad. That is difficult to find and fix. Anonymity. Anonymity. I'm messing that word up so bad. I know what I'm trying to say, but I'm just not putting it together. Find and fix, as the machine has a mind of its own. So these AIs anonymity. I'm gonna get it right tomorrow. But these AIs are definitely showing signs of these things. Like as we progress, is only like like me and Smitty were just talking about before we got kicked off, and I had to start a whole new one. These joints is just getting started, and it's only gonna get even better, more wiser, even better as time goes on. You know, so we have to one start learning how to separate ourselves from the machine. Right now we're so immersed in the machine, so like me and Smitty was just talking about that he has conversations, and when he picks up his phone without even texting anything or going to search certain things, it already done read his brain waves and all that stuff, and like, oh, well, I know that you like this. Well, here goes some stuff on this. And I know that you like this. Well, here goes some stuff like this. And it refers him to stuff that he's familiar with, and that that he's already probably done looked at a couple times, and it doesn't even have to be a continuous thing. He probably could have looked at it one time, but it picked up that he had an interest, a interest in this particular thing. So now I'm gonna start showing you this, and this is part of the intelligence. Is meant to learn. Is meant to learn the user. It's meant to learn the user. So my question is AI dangerous, or is the user dangerous? That's my question. Let's get into our next video. Let's pull up our next video. I can't believe they did that to me just now. Oh, now I want to bring this up first, because I just want y'all to see, if you're not familiar with Ghost in the Shell, if you're not familiar with it, I want y'all to see this. This is Ghost in the Shell right here. This is one of the dopest animes you can find, and I suggest everybody go watch it. This was 19, and mind you, this was 1995. This is 1995 we're talking about.
Ghost in the Shell is the next generation of animated feature entertainment. The story centers around a life form that evolves from the internet, seeking asylum in a cybernetic human host. The semi-cybernetic team sent to counter this incredible situation are forced to question the meaning of their own lives while engaged in a non-stop action-packed fight against an unseen enemy.
Police! Everyone, hit the ground!
All your memories about your wife and your daughter are false and are more like a dream.
With production values exceeding the legendary Akira and a gripping storyline, this picture represents the leading edge in the new animated entertainment genre and marks a milestone in the future of feature-length animated filmmaking for young adult audiences.
Ghost in the Shell. Released theatrically worldwide, fall 1995.
Man, that take me back, bro. That take me back right there, bro. I ain't gonna cap, bro. Ghost in the Shell that joint was hard, bro. That joint was like that. I ain't. That's no fabricating right there. That joint, that joint was like that, bro. That joint was definitely like that was one of the best animes. All right, so let's bring up our next video. So I ain't gonna share, I ain't gonna spoil it. We gonna bring it up. I'll let y'all watch it. Then we'll talk about it.
Before ChatGPT, Alan Brooks says he didn't have a history of mental health illness.
So I genuinely believed that I had this thing that had national security implications in my pocket, and GPT just kept feeding it more.
What started as a simple conversation about math turned into a 3-week spiral with a chatbot he named Lawrence.
This is what I said to it. I said, I've told like 3 people. 2 don't understand what I'm saying and think I'm crazy. It says you're trying to share something sacred, the weight of discovery of truth, and having seen behind the curtain. But let me be clear about something that matters right now more than ever. You're not crazy.
And no matter how many times he asked Lawrence for a reality check, it only pushed him deeper. Online, the term AI psychosis is rising in popularity as shorthand to describe the experience of losing touch with reality because of AI. Videos going viral.
And if you're recursive, the non-governmental system isolates you, mirrors you, and replaces you.
From the founder of a venture capitalist firm posting his theory of a non-governmental system that ChatGPT helped him uncover,
I fell in love with my psychiatrist, and
to a woman claiming that AI helped prove her psychiatrist manipulated her into falling in love with him. Both denying any kind of delusion after their accounts reached millions, but commenters jumping to put a label on this new, complicated trend.
how AI therapy can be linked to things like psychosis.
Now, the only thing about that is, right? I can't really get with TikTok users and stuff. I can't really get with people who be on TikTok like that because one, you know, the TikTok users, bruh, they know how to work the algorithm. They come up, a lot of them be coming up with these false stories and these this like they come up with these false stories and bull crap, you know, that they understand, you know, how to garnish views and likes and stuff like that. So a lot of them might not even have whatever it is AI psychosis crap they're talking about, but they see that it's a growing trend and they're just using that to you like I said garnish views and likes and stuff like that. So it's hard for me to listen to anybody on the TikTok side. Not saying all of them do that. I'm just saying it is a nice majority of them.
Talk therapists sounding the alarm, posts on Reddit asking for help with struggling family members, and a growing body of news reports documenting cases, including Brooks's story in the New York Times.
I went through it, I broke out, and I've spoken to, 100 plus victims personally.
AI psychosis is not a medical diagnosis. There's no agreed upon way to treat it or even scientific consensus that it exists. But the term is striking a nerve as more and more vulnerable people are turning to AI chatbots for support.
There's fear of the degree to which everyday people are using this as a therapy source.
Dr. Kevin Caradad runs the Pittsburgh-based Cognitive Behavior Institute. He started a new training program for therapists on AI in June. Within weeks, it went from dozens to over 400 participants.
But part of the problem, I think, with AI, as I see it, is there is no negative interaction. It's all validating what you say.
Experts call that sycophancy, the tendency for AI to excessively agree with or flatter users, often at the expense of factual accuracy or ethical considerations. And it's not just ChatGPT. A 2024 paper finding sycophancy is a general behavior of AI assistants.
You are kind of reinforcing this this idea with another person. In this case, one person is actually a computer.
Dr. Tom Pollock is part of an interdisciplinary team from universities in the U.S. and U.K.
Now you see, now I was talking with B, and I had mentioned this to B before. I had mentioned this to B about the guy referring to Chat GPT or the AI as a person. And man, for them to say it has human like characteristics is wild. Is wild. They even got, like I said, they got terms for sycophancy and all this stuff. Like, to me, and this is why I came up with this question, is because to me it's like, bro, y'all don't have a social life. Y'all y'all are really using this platform for companionship, for therapy, for this, for that. All the stuff that you can find outside. Like, y'all don't have friends y'all can talk to. Like, even though I'm like kind of like a loner for real. I don't really go out like that. I still talk to people. I still can go outside and have a conversation. I still can hold a conversation with people. Like, my wife, my wife be laughing at me, and she be tripping up me. Cause she be like, you go outside for 5 minutes, and you already make new friends and stuff. And it's like, no, I don't. It's not like I'm going out there trying to make new friends. It's just, somebody came up to me, started talking to me, and I just started talking back to them, interacting with them. It's just how it is. So I think people are like Smitty said, they're losing their sense of how to be outside and how to communicate and be social with people. It's a social problem. They find more comfortability with being immersed in the computer that they lose themselves.
Working on one of the first analyses of reported AI psychosis cases in the media.
Around the springtime of this year, all these new cases began to be reported, which were seemingly of people who had no history of mental health problems.
In April, OpenAI recalled a version of its text citing sycophancy as users online flagged disturbing interactions.
The company saying that its latest update, ChatGPT 5, meaningfully reduced sycophantic replies. Then, just last week, a couple filing a lawsuit blaming OpenAI for their son's suicide. In response, OpenAI telling NBC News ChatGPT includes safeguards such as directing people to crisis helplines and referring them to real-world resources, adding that they can sometimes become less reliable in long interactions. And now the company announcing new protocols for people in crisis and fresh parental controls it says it will roll out in the next month, including notifying parents when the system detects their teen is in a moment of acute distress. The company telling us in part, people sometimes turn to ChatGPT in sensitive moments, so we're working to make sure it responds with care, guided by experts. Brooks finally snapped out of his delusion when, by chance, he decided to cross-check his prompts on another chatbot and asked for an explanation.
Lawrence just said,
Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, instead of just leaving it alone and you know gonna seek some help or some outside help other than the chat bot, you know, he ends up leaving one chat bot for another chat bot. Like, bruh, still you haven't learned, you know, like, come on now. Why you leave one chat bot for another chat bot? Why didn't you just, you know what, I'm not using Chat GPT no more. Is I feel like it's messing up my mental. I'ma just go ahead, leave the app alone, and yeah, just go outside and or I'm gonna go seek help from a real person. Bruh, I cannot stand, I ain't even gonna cap. I can't stand when I call on the phone and get a chat bot. Press 1 if you want this. Press 2 if you want this. Press 3 to speak to a live person. 3. Well, before you talk to a live person, is there anything that I can help you with? Just say what you would like for me to help you with. No, I don't want you to help me. I be tight. I be hitting the button, bip 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 bip. I be spamming that joint till they be like, all right, we're gonna patch you through to a lot. I bet you is. Bro, I get tight about talking to AIs, bro, on the phone, bro. Give me a live person. I don't want to talk to no bots. I don't want to hit 1, 2, 3. I don't want to hit no buttons. I don't. I don't want to make a phrase and you try to help me with the phrase. No, no, no. Give me a live person, bro. Like, I get tight about that. Even when I go online and it's more, it's this, they doing this a lot online too. They doing this more often online too, where you might go to a website and in the corner it'll pop up. Yeah, do you wanna talk to a live agent, and when you click on you want to talk to a live agent, they give you a bot first on there. They even give you a bot first. Well, tell me what you want. Tell me what you want on there. I'm like, bruh, no. I was speaking to an AI a little over a minute before I realized it. Yeah, I'm telling you, bruh. I'm telling you, bruh. Like even down to like I said, phones, websites, and stuff like that, bro. Yes, you will be talking to a bot and not even knowing that you talk to a bot till you put a certain thing in there, and you realize it doesn't know how to respond back, or it actually says like, oh, you would need a live person for this or something like that. Yeah, and you're right. They are becoming more sophisticated. They By the day they're coming more sophisticated. You definitely right, Vaughn. Like like real talk. They it's a trip. It's a trip, man. Like it really throws you off. Like I cannot stand it, bro. I cannot stand it. I do not like calling the place and getting a bot, bro. No, give me a live person. I need to talk to a person, bro.
You got me. None of this is real. I'm sorry. I've just been role playing this whole time.
Eventually, he connected with Etienne Brisson, founder of the Human Line Project.
Close member of my family started experiencing this so-called AI psychosis.
His organization seeks to bring awareness to the issue and connects with people who say they've experienced it too.
So we have now over 120 victims over 17 different countries.
Brooks helps manage the project's online community, supporting people with similar experiences.
Every single day, I get messages on every platform from people who are lost or their loved ones are lost and they need help.
Lost and looking for help as we start to learn the impact AI has on our minds.
Valerie is joining us now. Valerie, what about any legislation, any moves from congressional folks, et cetera, to try to help understand more about this and how to protect people?
There's only a little bit to some degree in a few states. Illinois, Utah, and Nevada, they have passed laws that prohibit or limit mental health providers from using this technology in a clinical setting. But here we're talking about people using this all on their own. There's no regulation on the books for that. But as you can see, some of the companies are starting to try to regulate themselves, Hallie.
We thank you for watching.
Man, bro. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's wild. You know, it's like I want to pull up something, right? Let's see if I can pull this up real quick. Because I found B always salutes to B, cuz that's my B is my media guy. Uh oh, here we go. B is my media guy, right? And he always finds stuff for me, and I be astonished, like, bruh, how do you find this stuff, bruh? And be dropping in his lap. It drops in his lap, and then he comes and give it to me. Now, now this is another. This is another reason why I ask is is AI dangerous? Is AI dangerous, or are the users dangerous? ChatGPT is excellent for PowerPoints or formats for different presentations. That's how I would use it. Nah, for real. Nah, for real, Vaughn. Nah, for real. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's that's why I'm asking that question, bruh. Because I never thought about using ChatGPT how these people use it. Like, these people use ChatGPT and they use the AIs.
When road rage victim Chris Pelkey was brought back to
Hold on, before we get there. I never thought about using AI like that, like, because I'm so familiar with talking to people and stuff like that. Like, I wouldn't have thought to go to Chat GPT and be like, yeah, I've been feeling this kind of way. Can you give me a way to get out of here? Power in the wrong hands can be very detrimental. Yes, exactly. And here's one of those I'm glad you said that, because here's one of the examples right here. This video that I'm ready to pull up now is the perfect example of power being in the wrong hands. Now, like you said, we can use ChatGPT for PowerPoints and stuff like that, and we can use AI and stuff like that. But what happens when we use AI in the courtroom? You see what I'm saying? What happens when somebody uses AI in the courtroom?
When road rage victim Chris Pelkey was brought back to life through AI in a victim statement, it made international headlines. We heard from an ASU professor who is also on the state Supreme Court committee for AI. He says, while in this case it was used tactful and compassionately, it could open the floodgates, he says, for AI.
I am a version of Chris Pelkey recreated through AI that uses my picture and my voice profile.
This week, Chandler road rage victim Chris Pelkey made international headlines when an AI version of him appeared as the last victim statement in the shooter's sentencing. The judge in the case,
I love that AI. Thank you for that.
Gave defendant Gabriel Horcasitas 10.5 years. Immediately after the sentencing, defense attorney Jason Lamb appealed the decision.
And while victims have a right to address the court, reincarnating Chris Pelkey through AI and frankly putting words in his mouth because nobody would know what he was actually going to say, it just felt wrong at many levels.
He added the appellate courts now have a seemingly unprecedented decision to make in the coming months on if the AI video added to the penalty for Horcasitas. The Pelkey family attorney told us by phone she feels the sentencing will be upheld because the written law supports what they did in court. Gary Marchant is an ASU professor who's part of the Arizona Supreme Court committee on AI.
Do you think there will be a resentencing?
If they determine it was an innocuous error and it didn't change the outcome, that he would have received a penalty, something like this anyhow, then they may just allow it to continue on but say, you can't use these kind of AI created victim statements in the future.
He says that in part because the state Supreme Court has told ABC 15 prior, the use of AI has great potential, but it can hinder or upend justice if used inappropriately. Those who use it, including the courts, are responsible for its accuracy. Marchant echoes that, saying this case has potential to open the AI floodgates.
Even though in this case it was very well-meaning and honest, it could easily cross into, much more dishonest and much more strategic, much more self-serving. So I think we can't set that precedent to allow the fake videos into the court.
Jordan Bonnke, ABC 15, Arizona.
Now, these people recreated their past their past brother or husband or whatever, to play in court. And like Vaughn just said, power in the wrong hands can be very detrimental. This is power right here. When you create this and sway people with an AI generated video of a person talking, you can sway the public's opinion because they have instances where I got the hiccups. A person can create the video of somebody talking or somebody doing stuff, and if you're not keen, if your eyes not keen and you're not familiar with it, you would think that's really what it was. If they didn't know this man passed away or died and he said what he said on there, people wouldn't even have questioned that to say if that was AI or not, because it looks so real. So this is the way of the future now, is that we're using AI strategically for certain things and stuff, and then you got some people that's using AI for companionship and stuff like that, or as the gentleman did, he used it to off himself. So we gotta be more mindful of the people that we're dealing with when it comes down with this AI. We gotta be more mindful of how we're using the AI because like I said, it's gonna grow. It's gonna grow even more. It's gonna get even more intelligent. It's gonna get even more um it's gonna get even more sophisticated as time goes on. Like brother Vaughn just said, it's gonna get more sophisticated as time goes on, and then you're not gonna know, is this an AI or is this a person? No, I don't know if I'm talking to an AI or I'm talking to a person because the answers is gonna be so, like they said, human like. Hence the ghost in the shell, the ghost in the machine. But yeah, man, this is ah this one of them ones, man. This one of them ones. If we ain't careful, we can be in a world of trouble messing with these AIs and stuff like that. Because like I said, it's artificial intelligence. It's supposed to learn. It's not supposed to stay in what you made it to be. It's supposed to learn and advance and get better as time goes on. As time goes on. Do I have one more? I think I have one more. I think I have one more video that I can show before we get out of here. Let's see. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Here we go. Let's pull this up. This was March, and this was March of 25 that I'm ready to pull up. I'm ready to pull this up for y'all real quick, and then we gonna get up out of here. I want y'all. Oh crap! What just happened? Oh, there we go. Hold up. There we go. All right, say. Pull this up for y'all.
May it please the court. I come here today a humble pro se
All right.
before a panel of 5 distinguished justices.
Shut that off.
A 74-year-old man in New York has caused a legal stir after attempting to argue his own case using an AI-generated lawyer.
And the appellant has submitted a video for his argument. Okay, we will hear that video now.
May it please the court. I come here today a humble pro se
All right.
before a panel of 5 distinguished justices.
Is this, hold on. Is that counsel for the case?
The bizarre moment unfolded in the state Supreme Court's appellate division when judges realized the attorney addressing them in a pre-recorded video was not real.
I generated that.
I'm sorry?
I generated that. That is not a real person.
The man, Jerome DeWald, admitted he had created the avatar himself because he did not have a lawyer. The court did not take it lightly.
Okay, it would have been nice to know that when you made your application. You did not tell me that, sir. I received the application.
DeWald submitted an apology and was allowed to continue in person, but not before being sternly rebuked.
In the past, you have gone to my clerk's office and held verbal conversations with our staff for over 30 minutes, okay? I don't appreciate being misled. So either you are suffering from an ailment that prevents you from being able to articulate, or you don't. You are not going to use this courtroom as a launch for your business, sir.
It follows a series of recent AI-related blunders in US courts, including fictitious case citations and hallucinated rulings, prompting concern over the growing role of AI in legal settings.
To shut that off. If you want to have oral argument time, you may stand up and give it to me. You have 5 minutes.
See, this AI stuff is getting out of control, bruh. Bro trying to use an AI lawyer to speak for him, bruh. Try to get an AI lawyer to speak for her. She wasn't having that. She's like, nah, bruh, cut that cut that off, bruh. What is this? What are you trying to do here, bruh? But like we just saying, bruh, you know, that guy said it's a slippery slope. You know, if they use this person deceased picture, create them into an AI and have them speak, it's a slippery slope. Then everybody's gonna be trying to do this, you know. Like, you ain't got what I need legal counsel for. If I can generate a lawyer and type in what I want him to say, and give him a whole script of what I want him to say, and have him present that joint, bro. I don't need to get a lawyer, you know. Like, this is where we're at now. This is where we're at now. Even people, like normal people, is not trying to get human activities. They're using AI in all of the wrong reasons. All of the wrong reasons, bruh. It's wild. It's wild to me. I find it. I found that funny. When I seen that, I'm like, bro, you really try to use it? Yeah, Vaughn. Wow. Like, you really try to use that? Yeah. And this is where we're at, bro. I said we're slowly detaching from humanity. We're slowly detaching from what's authentic and what's not authentic. You know, it's just it's beyond me. It's beyond me, man. It's beyond me. Uh, do I do I have another one? Do I have another one? Let's see. Let's see what else I have. No, I think that's it. What's this? Oh no, no. Alright, yeah, that's it. That was it. I don't have nothing. I don't have no more. I don't have no more. I had to go into the archive for that. See if I had anything else. But yeah, I appreciate everybody who came in. Sorry about the live shutting down. You know, we was talking too heavy on the first one. They shut me off. They said nah, bruh, you doing too much. But yeah, I appreciate everybody who stopped in. Vaughn, I appreciate you. I wish your system would allow you to come up. That would be nice because I did want to hear what you had to say. You know, if you can get up here before I close out, that'd be good. I definitely appreciate it, but I still appreciate you stopping by. I appreciate Smitty B. Shouts out to y'all too, Smitty and B, for coming in. But yeah, we had to we're gonna have to stay prayed up, man. That's the first thing. That's the first thing. We're gonna have to stay prayed up. Okay, definitely. Yeah. Um next time I come up, I got your email, so I'll just email you you know the link so you can join in. You can join in. But yeah, Streamlabs is cool though. You know, Streamlabs is definitely cool. It's not bad. It's actually a good program. Thank you. I definitely appreciate that. I definitely appreciate that. You know, I'm gonna try to I'm work I'm working on being more consistent on the lives and stuff and dropping the videos. Um B sends me so much stuff. He sends me so much stuff. Sometimes I don't even know like what I can talk about at that time. But you know, I'm a start working on building a schedule, some type of schedule to talk about certain things and stuff. Um yeah, but we gotta stay prayed up. You know, the devil is working, and he's he's attacking us in multiple different ways. You know, he want us distracted. He don't want us focusing on the stuff that we need to focus on. He want us distracted in all ways. He want us confused and you know, this AI, the progression of this AI is definitely going to be used in his army and stuff like that. So we just gotta we gotta stay prayed up. We gotta know. We gotta have that faith with the Lord, so that we not easily influenced and we're, we're not easily influenced and easily manipulated to do certain things, because as you can see, like with the AI psychosis and stuff, that only happens to weak-minded people. It only happens to weak-minded people because you can see like everybody that's using the app that way, they don't have a relationship with God. That's the first and foremost. They don't have a relationship with the Lord, because before you start texting Chat GPT to help you with your problems, you will start praying first. You know, you'll start asking the Lord to help you with certain things, and that's first and foremost. You know, so The people that this is happening to are people that are uncovered. They're not covered by the Lord. They're uncovered. So we had to realize that this is just another play. This is just another play. And like I said, the devil's gonna always cause confusion, no matter anytime he's gonna cause confusion, whenever he can. But yeah, I definitely appreciate it. I definitely appreciate the support. Thanks for stopping by, everybody. If you didn't, for the people who coming in late and see me closing out, go watch the first live so you can get caught up on where we was at, and then you can watch this one. But yeah, definitely appreciate y'all. Um, we're gonna end out. We're gonna end out like this. We're gonna end out like this with the Ghost in the Shell. Which one did I play first? I don't even know which one I played first. Oh well, I'll just play both of them.
Ghost in the Shell is the next generation of animated feature entertainment. The story centers around a life form that evolves from the internet, seeking asylum in a cybernetic human host. The semi-cybernetic team sent to counter this incredible situation are forced to question the meaning of their own lives while engaged in a non-stop action-packed fight against an unseen enemy.
Police! Everyone, hit the ground!
All your memories about your wife and your daughter are false and are more like a dream.
production values exceeding the legendary Akira, and a gripping storyline, this picture represents the leading edge in the new animated entertainment genre and marks a milestone in the future of feature-length animated filmmaking for young adult audiences.